Hey Meno Warriors, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel where you can expect weekly videos from me on menopause on a Monday, and I share all things which hopefully will serve you in life where you are right now. Today I'm going to be talking about alcohol and how it affects the menopause. If it's the first time you've come across me, I help instill belief in menopausal women that they can be even happier and even more energized than they were in their pre-menopause years. We can honestly do it. We can, by following a simple strategy that I found a few years back. I swear by it. It works really well. It's all natural, and it's entirely turned my life around. You can also find me on Instagram at Kate Hartley UK, as well as here on my YouTube channel. So let's get started. So first and foremost, about alcohol, it's a bit of a bummer really. Now, I really like drinking. I do. I love whiskey. I like beer. I love wine. I like most things. I'm not a great gin or vodka drinker, but I do like the majority or tequila. I can't drink that anymore. I ate the Worm Monster party and it just put me off for life. Can't even smell the stuff. So I really don't want you to think that I'm going to be talking from the high and mighty pearly pillared posts of somebody who has a very negative impression of alcohol. I'm not. I really like it, so I'm with you if you like a big drink. However, I am pretty much teetotal at the moment, really, because I know alcohol is not good for us, despite what some of the stuff the media out there says. It's actually not. There are more and more studies showing that actually alcohol really doesn't have any beneficial impact on us. I know they talk about resveratrol in red wine and stuff like that, but actually it's not that good for us. It stresses the liver and actually it makes our menopausal symptoms worse. So if you were somebody who said to me, look, I am absolutely at my wit's end with my menopausal symptoms, and if you're drinking alcohol, I would stop, because you're going to notice it's going to have a big impact on reducing your symptoms. Honestly and truly, I hate to say it, but it will. There are several factors for this. So firstly, when we, and actually incidentally, okay, so last night I had one glass, I drank it quite fast, of Prosecco. I've not had a drink for literally months. And this morning I had more bags under my eyes. My tummy was more bloated. I woke up feeling a bit grouchy. Now, that might not be due to the alcohol. It could just be a fluke. It could be a fluke. But definitely, I think the eye bags and the pouchy belly were more due to the alcohol. And I just had the one glass, but I like I said, I did drink it quite quickly. And I noticed that my sleep was pants as well. And I felt more crabby in bed. I felt like I just felt more irritable. I don't often feel irritated, but I was getting frustrated that I felt uncomfortable in my body. I'm frustrated at myself because I was pretty sure why I was feeling uncomfortable in my body, and it was because I'd had the booze. So I do really recommend, if you're struggling, just try it. Give it a try. It might take, if you're a regular drinker, I mean, I used to drink every single night, not lots, but I used to have wine every single night for like most of my life. I don't binge drink. I just like wine. I enjoy drinking, and it's only really recently that I've pretty much gone teetotal. I'm not cutting it out forever because I really enjoy, like I say, I do enjoy a drink, but socially, only when I go out really is when I'll have a drink, and I don't go out very often, so hence I'm being teetotal still. But firstly, so alcohol affects your serotonin levels. Now, serotonin is one of our feel-good hormones. And that's why when you first have a drink or two, you actually makes you feel a little bit better, and that's because it does help to spike our serotonin. However, when our once we start to drink alcohol, it can either have the effect of making us feel a bit antsy because you've got too much serotonin suddenly, and also after you've had a few drinks, you'll have that serotonin crash, because alcohol after a few drinks has a depressive effect. It really does have a depressive effect. I know there are people that I know who really struggle once they've had a few drinks. They become like, well, you start looking for the 666 on their skull. You probably know people similar to that as well. And also serotonin is a precursor to melatonin, which is our sleepy hormone. So it affects how well we stay asleep. So when you're waking up in the early hours after having had a few drinks, you might be thirsty, you might need the loo, but the chances are you've woken up because of the plummeting blood sugar levels for a start. You're falling serotonin and you're falling melatonin. So your blood sugar levels are upset, and it's causing stress in your body, which is causing stress in the liver. Come back to that one in a minute. Your serotonin levels are low, so you're starting to feel antsy. And if you struggle with anxiety, alcohol is definitely not going to help with your anxiety. And melatonin, because your melatonin levels are lower than they should be, so you're waking up earlier than you would otherwise wake up. That really is alcohol in a nutshell. Now, obviously, we all know that alcohol puts stress upon the liver, and this happens in a couple of ways. So, if you're feeling antsy in your body because your serotonin is low, as I mentioned earlier, it's one of our happier hormones. So we're dealing with that stress. We're dealing with the fact that our blood sugar levels have been because we've been drinking alcohol. We've probably also been eating food that's probably not the best for us too. So nutritionally, we're under stress. Our liver's tired and stressed and burning up more energy than it would normally do, which is another reason if you wake up sort of between the sort of 1 and 3 a.m. phase, that can often be because the liver is working really hard and it's generating more energy than it should ideally be generating, and that can make you wake up too. So those early hour wake ups are tied to your blood sugar levels if you've been drinking alcohol, and also the energy in your liver. Since I've gone teetotal, it probably took about 4 weeks for my sleep to actually start to work really well. In my Fit Club, we always score our sleep because sleep really is the cornerstone of health. And normally I'd score like a 2 out of 5 or a 3 out of 5. Never ever was I a 4 out of 5 or a 5 out of 5. Recently, I'm actually a 5 out of 5. And that is because I'm not drinking booze. It's just phenomenal. And it's because I think, I've got it out of my system. My body's sort of calmed down to that. And the other thing you'll notice is your hot flushes. If you struggle with hot flushes, they're one of my most common symptoms of the menopause. Your hot flushes or hot flashes or night sweats will significantly reduce when you stop drinking alcohol. So last night I'd had that drink and my hot flushes were horrendous. It was just like on and off with the bed clothes all night long, putting my leg out of the bed despite the monster under the bed, if you saw my Sunday skit show. And I just felt uncomfortable. So it, as well as having a depressive depressive effect on you, it buggers up your blood sugar levels, it buggers up your sleep, which means you're probably going to eat not so well the next day because you're going to be going for the carbs and the fast foods because your brain's wanting quick energy. It has such a negative impact on you when you are not sleeping properly. And in my Fit Club, I'm scoring regular 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5. It's just the first time I did it on a 5 out of 5, it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm scoring myself as a 5 out of 5. So there are things that you can do to help counter the effects of alcohol, because, you might not want to go teetotal, and I completely get that. Eat more fatty fish is really good for your brain health. Healthy fats are going to help you manage alcohol more effectively. One of the worst things you can do is drink on an empty stomach. Also, another thing that you can do is to have milk thistle, which is a supplement. You get it in all the health shops. Have milk thistle before you go drinking or before you have a drink. That will also sort of help your liver to metabolize more effectively. That doesn't mean you can have a couple of milk thistles and then go out and have an absolute sesh. If you're going to have a sesh, just go and enjoy it, but try and sort of bring it back in line the next day. I probably shouldn't say that. Drink more water when you're out drinking. If you are having a boozy night or a boozy session, a boozy breakfast, have a glass of alcohol and a glass of water, alternate, so you're thinning it down a little bit. Eat plenty of cruciferous vegetables. I know I talk about them every week, but cruciferous vegetables are incredibly important for us to help reduce our menopausal symptoms. DIM, which is the active ingredient, so DIM, the active ingredient in cruciferous vegetables, you can get that as a supplement from a health food shop. That is also going to really help you. Kombucha. Now, kombucha has trace amounts of alcohol, but it is a fantastic alternative to alcohol. If you've had a boozy night, maybe have kombucha the next night with water, because kombucha is really good for our gut health. Like I said, it has trace amounts of alcohol, but nothing to, you know, have any impact on your body. The gut health benefits that you get from kombucha far, far, far outweigh any of the negligible amount of alcohol that you'll get in it. I find that when I go teetotal, something that really helps me is I have my evening drink, and it consists of sparkling water, sometimes with rose water essence in it. Sometimes I just drink Badois. I love Badois. I like the saltiness of it, and it's sort of slightly effervescent. And I do have a glass of kombucha most nights. I have kombucha throughout the day, but you know, sometimes at night time I will have a kombucha, and that helps as well. And then the other thing, if you're really struggling, is to visualize. So this is like a therapeutic technique, but visualize the glass or the bottle of alcohol as dusty and far away and grey and just away from you. It's in a dark, dingy corner of your imagination. And then the healthy drink is bright, it's really in your face, it's a lovely clear glass. It might have water droplets on the outside of it, you might have bits of fruit in it, you might have a straw. And you know, look at that and bring it right into the sort of the up close and personal of your view in your mind's eye, so that you see the healthy drink as this beautiful, bright, engaging drink, and the alcoholic drink as that far away, dusty, moldy, not particularly engaging vision in your brain. You will find also that I for me and people that I work with hypnosis to reduce their alcohol, that's one of the techniques we use. I do actually have a reduce your alcohol hypnosis CD. So if you want, or download, if you want to get that off me, message me and I can send you some details on that. It works incredibly well. I've worked with lots of different people on it. One of my most successful stories was a guy who turned up drunk, and he didn't want to give up drinking because he relied on it a lot with his work, but he wanted to significantly reduce the amount of alcohol that he drinks. And it worked with him straight away. So it is a very successful download that you're more than welcome to message me about if you want to. So that's it in a nutshell. Ideally cut it down, and you'll find your waistline will reduce. You'll save money by not drinking. It gives you more energy. You'll be sleeping better. There are so many benefits by not drinking. And I know it's easier said than done at times, because like I said, I really do enjoy a drink, but I think I've become quite ambivalent about it. When you see it as something you're not giving up, you don't deprive yourself of it. When you have a healthier option that you can get quite excited about, which is why that visualization is quite important. That healthier option, I don't know, it just helps you get through that final part of the day. Oh, the other thing I do drink actually, which makes a massive difference to me, is my daily superfood shake. Now, I drink that because of my menopausal symptoms largely. It's got adaptogen herbs in it and digestive enzymes, so it's brilliant to help reduce belly fat and menopausal symptoms. Helps us manage our stress as well, but it also helps you regulate your blood sugars. So towards the end of the day, if I'm feeling like, oh, I really want a drink, it's probably because I'm either hungry or I'm bored and I want to change my emotional state, or my blood, like I say, my blood sugars are a bit low and I just need something. I just need to eat something. So a couple of dates and my superfood shake, they work like clockwork. I know within 15 minutes of drinking my superfood drink, that urge will have gone. So again, if that's something you want to find out more about, message me and I'll share some details on that with you. It's my savior, it really is. But then you'll find that once you sort of got out of that habit of drinking, it's amazing. It suddenly doesn't even come into your mind anymore. It's just like, didn't even think about having a drink tonight. It's just not there. And that's a really freeing, you know, part. It's just really freeing when you get to that stage. So if you want any help, please do message me. I'm I'm happy to sort of share with whatever's worked with me on a more personal level. And thank you for your company. Make sure to click subscribe if you've not already done so you don't miss future videos. If you found this helpful and you have a friend that needs a little bit of support on this front, please share it with her or him. And if you've got anything you want me to cover in a future Menopause Monday, I'd be delighted to do it. So please just let me know what your issue is, and it'll be completely confidential. I won't say your name or anything, but if you've got an issue you'd like me to cover, I'm more than happy to do that. So again, I will talk to you soon. Thank you for your company and make it a great week.